In a quiet valley surrounded by towering mountains, there was a village called Umbra. The villagers lived simple lives, but their days were shrouded in darkness. The sun rarely pierced the thick clouds that hung over the valley, and the nights were even darker, with only a faint glimmer of stars to light their way. The people of Umbra had forgotten what it was like to see the sky filled with light. The village was ruled by a kind but weary elder named Eldrin, who had spent his life searching for a way to bring light back to Umbra. He often told the villagers stories of a time when the sky was filled with stars so bright that they could guide travelers home. But those stories felt like distant dreams to the villagers, who had never seen such a sight. One day, a young girl named Liora was wandering the edge of the forest, collecting firewood. Liora was known for her curiosity and her love of stories. She often dreamed of a world beyond the valley, where the sky was alive with light. As she walked, she noticed a faint glow coming from deep within the forest. Intrigued, she followed the light, her heart pounding with excitement. The glow led Liora to a small clearing where she found a strange, shimmering thread hanging from a tree branch. The thread was unlike anything she had ever seen. It pulsed with a soft, golden light, as if it were alive. When she touched it, warmth spread through her fingers, and she felt a strange connection to something far beyond the forest. As she held the thread, a voice whispered in her mind, "Follow the thread, and you will find the Weaver of Starlight." Liora hesitated. The forest was forbidden to villagers, as it was said to be home to dangerous creatures and ancient magic. But the thread's light filled her with courage, and she decided to follow it deeper into the woods. The thread led Liora through twisting paths and across bubbling streams until she reached a hidden grove. In the center of the grove stood a massive loom, its frame carved with intricate patterns of stars and moons. Sitting at the loom was an old woman with silver hair that shimmered like starlight. Her hands moved swiftly, weaving threads of light into a tapestry that glowed with the brilliance of 1,000 stars. The woman looked up and smiled at Liora. "I have been waiting for you," she said. "I am Liora, the Weaver of Starlight. Long ago, I wove the stars into the sky, but darkness has crept into the world, and my tapestry has begun to unravel. I need your help to restore the light." Liora's eyes widened. "Me? But I'm just a girl from the village. How can I help you?" Liora handed her a small spindle made of crystal. "This spindle will guide you. You must journey to the 3 corners of the world and collect the threads of light that have been lost. Only then can I repair the tapestry and bring light back to your village." Liora's first journey took her to the 1 eastern peaks, where the sun was said to rise. The path was steep and treacherous, but the spindle glowed brighter as she climbed, guiding her way. At the summit, she found a cave guarded by a giant eagle with feathers of gold. The eagle spoke in a deep, resonant voice. "To enter the cave, you must answer this riddle. I am born in darkness, yet I bring light. I fade with time, but I return each night. What am I?" Liora thought carefully. "You are the dawn," she said. The eagle nodded and stepped aside. Inside the cave, Liora found a pool of liquid light. She dipped the spindle into the pool, and it absorbed the light, transforming into a thread of pure gold. As she left the cave, the eagle gave her a single golden feather. "This will protect you on your journey," it said. Next, Liora traveled to the Western Sands, a vast desert where the sun set in a blaze of colors. The desert was scorching during the day and freezing at night, but the spindle's light kept her safe. At the heart of the desert, she found an oasis surrounded by shimmering mirages. A figure emerged from the mirages, a woman made of sand and light. "To claim the thread of twilight," she said, "you must prove your worth. Dance with me and show me the beauty of your spirit." Liora hesitated. She had never danced before, but she closed her eyes and let the music of the wind guide her. As she danced, the sandwoman smiled and transformed into a thread of deep purple light. Liora caught the thread with her spindle, and the oasis vanished, leaving her in the silent desert. Liora's final journey took her to the northern tundra, a land of endless night. The air was icy, and the ground was covered in snow, but the spindle's light kept her warm. At the edge of the tundra, she found a frozen lake. Beneath the ice, she could see a faint glow. As she approached the lake, a shadowy figure emerged, a wolf with eyes like silver moons. "To claim the thread of midnight," the wolf said, "you must face your deepest fear." Liora's heart raced. She had always been afraid of the dark, but she took a deep breath and stepped onto the ice. The lake cracked beneath her feet, and she plunged into the freezing water. As she sank, she saw a thread of silver light swirling in the depths. She grabbed it with her spindle, and the wolf pulled her to safety. "You have faced your fear," the wolf said. "Now you are ready to restore the light." Liora returned to the weaver's grove with the 3 threads of light. Alara smiled and began weaving them into the tapestry. As she worked, the grove filled with light, and the stars in the tapestry began to shine brighter than ever. When the tapestry was complete, Alara handed it to Liora. "Take this back to your village and hang it in the highest tower. The light will spread from there, banishing the darkness forever." Liora returned to Umbra and climbed the village's tallest tower. As she hung the tapestry, the sky above the valley began to change. The clouds parted and the stars emerged, filling the night with their radiant light. The villagers gathered in the square, their faces filled with wonder and joy. Eldrin embraced Liora. "You have brought light back to our village," and he said. "You are our hero." From that day on, the village of Umbra was no longer a place of shadows. The stars shone brightly every night, and the villagers remembered the courage of the girl who had restored their light.